Now.
Just trucking along here on Up North F4. Another great show for you today. We're going to hear a story from Jeff on a Valentine card he received. You won't want to miss that. And then we were heading to Phelps, Wisconsin to learn about their early history and how it got its name. And finally, we're going to talk to someone from the League of Women's Voters about a great resource for this upcoming election. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. After weeks of back and forth, there will be a wolf hunt in Wisconsin this winter. Last week, a Jefferson County judge ordered the DNR to hold a hunt after Hunter Nation filed a lawsuit. This prompted the Natural Resources Board to set a wolf harvest quota of 200 wolves for a hunt. 4,000 permit applications will be accepted. A hunter can apply starting at 12:01 tonight on gowild.wi.gov. The permit application period opens on February 16th at 12:01, like I said, and the season will start February 22nd and run through February 28th. With record cold temperatures in some areas, let's talk about proper propane maintenance. Propane turns from gas to liquid at -44. Luckily, we haven't really reached those temperatures yet, so this shouldn't be an issue. But a professional from Ritchie Lakeland Propane up in Woodruff has some tips for winter care. If you use propane, make sure your tank is clear of snow. Your vents are also clear of snow. And also make sure there's a walkable path to your propane tank in the event that maintenance is required, because a worker will be able to get to your propane tank much easier. An expert angler took home $500 this weekend after catching a 32-inch northern on Sunday. That was for the 45th annual Rhinelanders Lions Club Fishery. 15 northern in all were caught on Sunday, plus some crappie, perch, and bluegill. Interestingly, only one walleye was caught all weekend. Remember to submit your fishing photos on our website for a chance to make it on Big Ol' Fish. The Lakeland T-Bird hockey team is state-bound. The T-Birds convincingly beat Rhinelander this weekend to advance. They will take on Superior on Thursday in the Spooner Civic Center. That'll be at 7. Meanwhile, some girls' basketball teams head to sectionals this week. Phillips will take on Clear Lake, Crandon heads to Randolph, and Three Lakes faces Gresham. All those basketball games are on Thursday. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weather joins us now on a very cold Monday. Jeff, how are you doing?
Hey, Dan. Happy Monday. Well, the temperature results are in for January 2021, and it came back as the 7th warmest January on record globally. That's land and ocean temperatures. On this map, red's above average, blue is below. A reminder that short-term weather is not climate, because look what we did this morning. 33 below in Rhinelander, 38 below in Tomahawk. Yeah, it was just cold. It's still cold. However, the worst is now behind us, as we do have somewhat warmer air on the way. But we are breaking records this morning in Rhinelander, in Maryland, Antigo as well, all 30 below or more. But this will not happen tonight. We'll have warmer temperatures, warm being about 13 below for a low, not 33 below tonight. Highs today, though, we broke 0. Congratulations. 3 in Rhinelander, 2 in Antigo, 5 in Wausau. So again, the core of the coldest air is kind of over us now, pushing to our east and north, and we are just building a ton of ice on the Great Lakes right now, up 20% from last Monday. We're now at 37% ice covered, and a ways to go before we get some warmer temperatures in here. In fact, here's a trend though: 15 tomorrow, 19 Wednesday, 21 Thursday, but that is a 33 back in the forecast a week from today. We'll see. It's still a long ways off, but the long-range trends right now have the end of February being kind of warm-ish around here with above-average temperatures. That could firmly put us in the 30s to low 40s into February. Not tonight, though. Advisories are back. Our favorite, the wind chill advisory for this evening, for feel-like temperatures down near 30 below. All right, let's talk snowfall for a second. Only 41.1 so far this snow season, up against 88.4. It's starting to become a problem, all right, with drought conditions across parts of the area. The snow is not too far away across Illinois right now, and there is snow on the beaches in Galveston, Texas today. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Head to Eagle River this weekend for the World Series of Snowmobile Racing. Check out derbycomplex.com for tickets and information.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
This is one of the biggest furniture events of the year, the President's Sale at Slumberland.
Come on.
Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around on all sorts of furniture. And right now at our President's Sale, everything is an additional 25% off our already low price.
This is totally you.
Yeah, this is the winner. Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland.
Managing type 2 diabetes? You're on it. Staying active and eating right? Yep, on it there too. You may think you're doing all you can to manage type 2 diabetes and heart disease. But could your medication do more to lower your heart risk? Jardiance can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease, so it could help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. And Jardiance lowers A1C.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis or have severe kidney problems. Taking Jardiance with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack?
On it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Welcome back. We're going to get to this really unreal Valentine card story in a bit, Jeff. But I first want to hear about the story this morning with the ham. So please tell, and we have a video of Theo as well to accompany this.
All right, so this morning, it was crazy cold, as you know, right? So our neighbor's dog came over, and I threw a piece of ham out on the front porch. Okay, well, one piece of the ham landed on the sill of the door, which is steel. Well, Theo went to go grab it, and his tongue stuck to the steel plate of the door.
No.
So it didn't, he pulled it off, but he gave me a look like, what is happening, right? And it was just, I felt bad because I didn't think that could actually be a thing, right? But it is a thing.
You know, I'm not a pet owner, Jeff, but I got to imagine, why are you throwing ham outside when it's negative 37?
Because the neighbor's dog came over, and I like to feed him treats, right? And then it's, you know, people and dogs got to eat.
Okay, we'll call Animal Services after this to reprimand you.
For feeding a dog? That's good.
You're having pets run outside when it's negative 37
well, they
degrees.
have to go to the bathroom.
You make a good point. I don't know enough about this to actually argue with you, Jeff. So we're going to move on to the real reason we're here today. You have an excellent story about a Valentine's card, so tell us about that.
This was the coolest surprise ever. So my grade school crush and neighbor, Shelly Miller, back in grade school.
Oklahoma, right?
No, back in Chicago grade school. So St. Gilbert's, 8, 9 years old. In class, we would give each other Valentine's Day cards. Well, apparently I missed a Valentine's Day one year, and she did not give me a card that year. Well, her mom recently found that card in a box going through some stuff, right? Gave that card to Shelly, the card on the right you see there, right? And Shelly sent it to me without saying a word, right, this past weekend. It arrived Saturday, right before Valentine's Day. So it's like a Valentine's Day card 30 years later. You know, it's the craziest thing. Just out of the blue. So, of course, I called her and said thank you. But it was one of those coolest things, like, I was not expecting this. Right, and here's, you know, Shelly and her card from 30 years ago, and I think this is just the coolest thing ever.
So the card was meant for you in first grade. For some reason, you never received it, and they still had it, so they.
Her mom found it in a box, gave it to Shelly. Shelly sent it to me without saying a word, and there it was on Saturday in my mailbox.
Okay, that is
cool stuff.
What a cool story,
Yeah,
Jeff.
good story.
So you showed me this. We're going to change gears here. You showed me this picture today, and I want the viewers to see: is this a human or a dog?
So this is a big thing on the internet right now, right? So okay, at home, what do you see? Like, just yell it out loud, right? I see a dog at first.
Right.
And then I see a human, like, running into the woods. What do you see?
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, it looks like a dog now that I've seen it. But if you kind of look closely and kind of blur out the image, it definitely has the silhouette
It's
of a
one of
human.
those optical illusion things like you had with that dress a couple years ago, the blue or gold thing. I don't know, but I thought this was the coolest picture. It's a big thing online right now.
Okay. So your weekend is pretty good.
Yeah, I had a great weekend. Busy, but I just kind of, It's hard because when it's so cold, you kind of feel a need to stay in, but it's, I was all over the place this weekend. You? How was your weekend?
Oh, I was waiting for you to ask.
Oh, okay.
That's great. So let's talk about my experience in the sauna. For people who are dedicated viewers, you know I've talked about this sauna before. I spent yesterday in the sauna. I even cooked some pot stickers on the stove, though I now realize that there's a no food policy. I did not know that at the time.
Whose policy is that?
There's me, my parents set that policy. There's me drinking tea in said sauna. It started at -30 degrees. We got up to 100 degrees, Jeff.
So the sauna is working.
So it's a lot of fun. And, you know, we've also been on the house hunt for you, so I think I have found a good option for you. Let's take a look at this. This is on property in Arborvitae, and I will sell it to you, Jeff. I happen to be the owner. No, it's actually identical shed that I can sell to you.
Stop. Interest rates are so low right now, I cannot wait to buy a home.
Yeah, but they're so expensive right now as well. Anyway, we got to wrap it up. We'll be right back. We're going to learn about Phelps history and learn where Phelps got its name.
Menards has everything you need for your painting project. We have the best brands, best quality, and best prices, period. On paints from Dutch Boy in Pittsburgh. Choose your paint colors with confidence. We offer free custom color matching and tinting to create over 2,000 color options. Dutch Boy DuraClean Interior Flat Paint is $19.99 a gallon, and Pittsburgh Grand Distinction Interior Flat Paint is $24.98 a gallon during Menards Race to Savings Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
There's a splash of surprise in every Wisconsin Lottery scratch game. Introducing 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100 times the cash. The newest multiplier family of games with prices of $1, $2, $5, $10, and $20. The bigger the ticket, the bigger the multiplier. With top prizes of up to $200,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Furniture and Mattress USA in Antigo. We have the inventory and we know how to use it. Furniture and Mattress USA has the largest Lazy Boy comfort studio in the Northwoods. Don't order a recliner, buy a recliner and bring it home today. We have a large selection of mattress options in stock with more inventory arriving weekly. Extra soft to extra firm, we have the size and the style you're looking for. Don't order a mattress, buy a mattress and bring it home today. For furniture and mattresses, come to Furniture and Mattress USA in Antigo.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Welcome back to Up North at 4 and our How We Got Here series. We are going to go backwards a little bit. We're going to learn what's in a name for Phelps, Wisconsin. And here to talk to us about that is Joan Barrett from the Phelps Historical Museum. Joan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, Joan. So, Phelps, Wisconsin, tell us a little bit about the early history and eventually how we ended up with the name Phelps.
Well, the story of Phelps actually begins as the story of Hackley, Wisconsin. And it would be three men, Charles H. Hackley, William A. Phelps, and John H. Bonnell, that would come to be the founders of this community. Now, these were lumbermen from the Grand Rapids, Michigan area. And Hackley himself was the son of one of the most lucrative and largest mills in the country at that time. And he understood the value in the timber that still remained up here because this area had been logged previously to the 1900s. He also understood that there was still a great demand for lumber in the cities that were developing to the south. So he, along with a few other men, and Phelps and Bonnell being of that group, in 1901 incorporated the Wisconsin Lumber and Bark Company. From there, they would set their sights on basically trying to find the best area to establish a mill and subsequent town. And there was a lot to consider. Now, this area already had a lot of things going for it. In 1880s, the railroad, the Chicago Northwestern Railroad, had already laid tracks to Watersmeet, Michigan. So it would be by train that Hackley, Phelps, and Bonnell would travel to the Conover area. There, they would come to stay at the area's second resort, the Lakota Resort. And if anybody's familiar with the Phelps area, if you're a fisherman and have spent time out on the lake, you'll recognize that name as being home to one of the lake's public boat launches. Now, by the early 1900s, this area was already becoming known for its excellent hunting and fishing. In years prior to that, it was well known among trappers. It was a very fur-rich area. You had French fur traders and missionaries that were doing business in trading with local Indian tribes as early as the 1700s. There are actually French maps that had these areas noted on them by then. In 1863, Congress commissioned the military road be constructed, and this would reach from Fort Howard in Green Bay, Wisconsin, clear up to the Keweenaw Peninsula and Fort Wilkins. All of this was very important because this all became ways to get people and products in and out of the woods. And in establishing an early town or an early mill, these would be important options. There would come to be over 30 logging camps here in Phelps Township, and it was this ability to connect portage trails and waterways that would be vital in the early years. The reason that there are all of these waterways is because of the topography in this area of Vilas County. Now, Phelps sits atop the highest elevation in Vilas County. We are the 9th highest elevation in the state. So this serves as the headwaters for many, many streams and rivers. You have the Deerskin River that begins right here in Phelps and continues on to the Eagle River chain. You have Elvoy Creek, which flows east and connects with the Brule River and eventually continues to Lake Michigan. And everything to the north flows through the Ottawa National Forest and then empties into Lake Superior. Phelps is actually the headwaters for the Wisconsin River. That can be found right here in Phelps Township on the shores of Lac Beaudesert. Now, it was for many of the same reasons that the trappers and early settlers chose this area, which was moving of product. Now, most of the timber was harvested was pine, and pine wood being light in nature floats. So utilizing all of these waterways was super important. And this is what prompted the men to choose the shores of North Twin Lake as the birthplace for Hackley. After touring the lake by boat, they would decide on the east shore of the lake. And here they would be able to take advantage of the predominantly southwest winds, which was very important for drying lumber at the time. And just to give you some perspective, it was not uncommon for there to be 6 to 8 million board feet of timber drying in these yards at any given time. So to take advantage of those winds was incredibly smart. In 1903, the Hackley Phelps Bonnell sawmill was completed, and it would remain operational until its dissolution in 1928. In 1905, the township was chartered, and this would be the same year that the railroad would complete a spur line from Conover into Hackley. Now, in 28, the company's assets were then purchased by C.M. Christensen, and under his operation, the volume of wood still being selectively cut and harvested was quite impressive. This mill would run 2 shifts, and they would process anywhere from 40 to 50,000 board feet per shift. So that's a tremendous amount of product. His mill would continue to run successfully until a fire, and just eventual subsequent changes in the industry proved it no longer profitable, and eventually in 1957 the mill would shut down. Christensen would continue with additional lumber businesses, and Phelps continued to grow and prosper. Unfortunately, now some of the buildings from the past have disappeared, but the Christensen Lake Estate still remains, and it is now run as Old World Charm Bed and Breakfast. Beautiful, beautiful property. Now, we really haven't addressed how Phelps became Phelps. And I wish I had some big tale of mystery and intrigue to share with you, but unfortunately, it looks like it was just fear of mistaken identity that played the largest role. The town didn't actually take its current name of Phelps until 1912. At that time, Hackley was growing concerned that his community was going to be confused by another community by the name of Hatley. So the name was changed then to Phelps. Unfortunately, most often today, Phelps is confused with the community of Phillips. So it kind of just goes to show you, you can plan for a lot of things, but you can't plan for everything. And I kind of wonder what he would have thought about after going through all of that to have his fear realized only under one of his partner's names at that point.
Joan Barrett with the Phelps Historical Museum. Thanks so much for joining us on Up North at 4.
Thanks so much.
If your bathroom is dull and outdated, then it's time for a change. Give us a call here at Mad City Baths, your trusted local source for high-quality baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in tubs, installed in as little as 1 day. Modern, easy-access designs infused with Microban to prevent bacteria, mold, and mildew. And remember, we're Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Mad City, your window and bath partner of the Green Bay Packers. And now you can take advantage of the 60-60-60 sale. 60% off installation, 60 months zero interest, senior, military, and previous customer discounts, $60 Walmart gift card with your purchase, and a $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate from Mad City. Call 715-941-4238. Let me give you that number again, 715-941-4238, madcitybaths.com. Be sure to ask about Mad City Baths Do More discount and extra savings on kitchen cabinetry facing and Eco Sky windows. And we have an A+ rating with the BBB. Mad City Baths offers a double lifetime labor warranty on all of our bath and shower designs, with surfaces that remain clean and fresh longer thanks to Microban protection. Check out walk-in and barrier-free showers, add grab bars, a safety seat, and more from Mad City Baths. And it'd be a great time to call now during our 60-60-60 sale. 60% off installation, 60 months zero interest, senior, military, and previous customer discounts, $60 Walmart gift card with purchase, and if you call during this program, a $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 715-941-4238. Let me give you that number again, 715-941-4238, madcitybaths.com.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. I'm now joined by Dorothy Sky from the League of Women's Voters of the Northwoods. Dorothy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm cold. I'm huddled in front of my gas log fireplace because it's 27 degrees below zero outside, but I'm good to go.
Okay, that's a good perspective. I wish I had a fireplace right in front of me right now. But anyway, we're not here to talk about fireplaces. We're here to talk about this upcoming election. It's tomorrow, in fact, and I hear that you have a really nice resource for eligible voters that you'd like to promote.
We do, Dan. The main thing I want to get across to WJFW viewers is that they should check out the website vote411.org. Folks, just type vote411 into your browser and you'll get there. Vote411.org is the League of Women Voters site for election-related information. It's the long-standing, trusted source of everything each of us personally needs to know to be able to vote. The Vote 411 website is well-designed. It's easy to navigate. You can trust the information that's posted on it. On Vote 411, you can quickly find out how to register to vote, how to vote absentee, election dates and other dates critical to the voting process and purposes, what candidates and ballot measures will be on your personal ballot for the upcoming election, information about those candidates and ballot measures, the location of your polling place, there's even a map, and contact information for your municipal clerk. And if potential voters have ready access to that locally based information, they're more confident and more likely to cast their votes.
A one-stop shop for elections, it seems. So thank you about sharing some information on vote411.org. Dorothy Sky, thanks so much for joining us on Up North at 4.
You bet, Dan.
It's the huge President's Day sale going on now at Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Minocqua and Anago. Get huge savings of 23% off our already low sale price during this sales event. Plus, get 1-year interest-free financing on all the top name brands, including Amish-made furniture. We have a great selection of in-stock mattresses all on sale with 23% off savings. So don't miss this President's Day sales event going on now at Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Minocqua and Anago.
Bella Friday here at Tundraland. Growing up in Wisconsin, I spent many weekends on my parents' deck listening to dad jokes. Like, do you know why the pony lost his voice? Because he was a little hoarse. Your backyard is a place where memories are made, and a brand new deck by Tundraland is a great way to make your backyard beautiful. Call 1-800-TUNDRALAND for special savings like half off installation. Call 1-800-TUNDRALAND and do me a favor, tell them Bella sent ya.
There are never enough hours in the day. I'm always making trade-offs, sacrifices. But I'll keep going. Even when it feels like there's no way I can do it all, I won't give up. I'm doing this for me and for them. We're doing this together. North Central Technical College's virtual college, flexible learning, because our time is precious.
Alrighty, today we learned about Phelps. Tomorrow we're going back to Merrill. Then Wednesday and Thursday we're going to do some things on Black History Month. And Friday we're heading to Prentice. Jeff, we got some terribly cold temperatures right now. Is it going to become at least like livable?
Temperatures for humans get back here on tomorrow or Wednesday.
Tomorrow, Wednesday. All right, we'll look forward to that and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.
Chicago, New York, Detroit,